Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable to the examiners, Bu Eva, Pak Eros, Bu Ses, and also my thesis supervisor, Mr. Edria. First of all, I would like to thank about the opportunity that has been given to me for presenting my analysis under the title Medium Specificity on Bram Stoker's Dracula from Novel, Movie, Comic, and Video Games. I'm GusciWaradani 1710733018. Will elaborate my analysis. Start with chapter 1, background of the research. Adaptation are not new concept in literary words. Previously, adaptation was limited from novel to films or vice versa. However, over the time, we have a lot of new form in adaptation words. Unfortunately, there's many consumers that still give comment to its adaptation word and said that the first word are better than the adaptation words. But Linda Hudson's believe that we should see adaptation words as adaptation words, and she also introduced more broader form of adaptation such as stamp art, song cover, radio, comic, video game, and etc. She also tells there must be a uniqueness that can be duplicated by each other media. For that reason, the author has chosen 4 different types of media using the same basic story, namely novel Dracula by Bram Stoker. Dracula is a classic literary work by an Irish writer named Bram Stoker. It first published in 1897. Dracula was an epistolary novel that collects several characters' diaries, telegram, letters, and newspaper clipping as the plot of the story. Many characters that has been told in the novel Dracula, but the researcher has choose several characters that has impact to the story, such as Dracula, Van Helsing, Harker, Mina, Lucy, Dr. Seward, Quincy Morris, and Arthur Holmwood. The next one is second media is movie adaptation with the title Bram Stoker's Dracula. It produced by Francis Ford Coppola in 1992. Well, Coppola has his own point of view that he provides a reason why Dracula became a vampire at the beginning of the movie. The next media is a comic adaptation with the title The Complete Dracula. It's written by Leah Moore and friends. It's produced by Dynamite Entertainment in 2009. The comic has 5 issues with fully painted cover. And the last one is video game adaptation with the same title with the films. It's called Bram Stoker's Dracula 16-bit SNES. It's produced by Psygnosis in September 1993. It's a side-scrolling game and with a single character, Jonathan Harkers. The writer finds that these 4 objects have a different way in narrating the story. The narrative change is because the creator have to follow the inherent characteristic that owned by each media. As we know that the novel used descriptively to narrate the story, while the movie present the story through visual motion. On the other hand, the comic use a sequential image in narrating a story, while the video game use an interactive in narrating the story. Based on the issues above, the writer analyzed by examining medium specificity that's only owned by movie, comic, and video games. This research will answer the following question. The first one is what medium specificity is found in the movie, comic, and video game that is not over by the novel. And the second one is how do those changes affect the aesthetic context of the words for the readers. The study used Linda Hudson theory adaptation, focusing on medium specificity. The use of medium specificity here to see in detail what a medium can do while the other medium can copy it. I also use qualitative method based on library research in collecting data and presenting it descriptively in form of paragraph, table, and the pictures. The result of the studies are that there is some addition, subtraction, and change from the novel to the movie, comic, and video games. It because the media have their own components in narrative story, and also each adapter has their own point of view, ideas, and a message they want to convey, so the final result will also be different. Well, in the movie they have 2 basic components, elements such as narrative element and cinematic element. The movie need like editing, sounds, costume, lighting, and makeup while narrating a story or create a story. Well, in the comic, they have panels where balloon, gutters, splash, and etc. in narrating the story. Well, in the video game, they use a tool to control game characters, follow the command of the player to create a story. By knowing all the process that used by each media to transcribe a narrative to each adapted media help us to aware and appreciate that there's a lot of process and components to create an adaptation work. Besides, the different aesthetic value presented by each medium in engaging their audience provide a unique and extraordinary experience. All these aspects can be revealed using the Hassan theory adaptation, focusing on medium specificity to see what a medium does while transcribing a word, especially for the process of repetition but not replication. And the last one, I also suggestion to use for further analysis using reader response, because I believe they have their own seeing this form of adaptation more than me. And that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.